Okay, yesterday I got the new box in, which has everything expected, plus the book that was missing from the previous shipment. This was wrapped in plastic. Everything was packed the way, we've come to expect it, which is not great, but has resulted in no damage, at least. And like several other people in the Facebook group, I have one of the stands now. I haven't noticed any errors. I did look through them briefly. These are all stories that I've heard about, but never read. And more than ever, I am sorry that I'm spending so much damn time reading everything else in my collection except this stuff. I mean, we're now past 20. I think we're at 22 or 23 volumes. So we're deep into this, despite all the trouble. And I'm looking forward to reading these. I wish I had more time. I have 2 kids, so one is 3 months old. So reading is excuse me, reading is something I rarely get to do. But I sure like spending money on things I can't enjoy. Oh, my fault. So this is Catwoman, Her Sister's Keeper, and When in Rome. Catwoman 1 through 4 is sort of the origin story. It's sort of what's taking place during Frank Miller's year 1, if I remember right. And then When in Rome has that good Tim Sales art. Prey is a story I've really looked forward to. Because, damn, I forget his dang name. Hugo Strange, yeah. So I think this is the Hugo Strange story that was adapted into the animated series where Strange puts on a Batman costume. He's a real freaking weirdo. I think my Alexa just went off. Ignore that. Yeah, this is a much sexier series of comics. I forgot how well drawn some of this stuff is and how racy it was, and a lot of that ebb and flow has come back around, so that most comics are very stylized now and much less sexy. So it's kind of fun reading some of this older stuff. So this is Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, 11 through 15. Short but tasty. I'm Gotham is the first volume. I have read this, actually. This is the first volume in Tom King's run on the Rebirth Batman. And like most Tom King stories, the art is excellent, whether or not the story is. And it starts strong. I remember starting strong, maybe being a bit too gritty, which is weird to say for Batman, but there's freaking Hugo Strange again. Hugo, interesting. Mistake there. Yeah, they changed how Amanda Waller looks. It just doesn't look much like a wall anymore, does she? Yeah, so I guess that's not on him, though. That's just Rebirth. But yeah, this starts strong. I remember his run being what made me finally realize I don't enjoy most of the Tom King stuff. I read a ton of it and forced myself to like it. And then I read that and went, no, this is bullshit. War, Jokes, and Riddles sucks. The lead up to the wedding we knew wasn't going to happen. What a waste of money. Entire issues that were just beautiful spreads of back and forth that were written on the bus on the way to school. Just bat, cat, awful. This, I flipped through. This is a Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman. Ooh, don't want to mention that name, right? Neal Adams. Oh, back up 1 second. I'm jumping all over the place. This is Batman Rebirth #1 and Batman 1 through 6. And then this is sort of a Neal Adams catch-all for some of his best Batman stories, according to what it says here. It says World's Finest, 175, 176, and The Brave and the Bold, 79 through 84. What I wanted to say, what I interrupted myself twice to say, is this has a lot of recolored art, which I know some people prefer this. I think it looks really strange on the old style of art, especially if you've seen the old art. I think the limitations in the art back in the day meant that they had to try new things and they had to find a way to convey things. And I don't know, it just looks so muted and like a modern video game where everything's just kind of brown and dull, you know. And then you get to the original coloring. Look at the difference. I don't know. It just pops more. That's some old man yelling at a cloud shit, though, isn't it? It's all good as long as the stories are good. And honestly, I know this is very iconic. I'm probably not going to enjoy this as much as I will some of the others. I think there's just a lot of overwriting. I don't like when it feels like a chore. You know, if I'm going to read a novel, I'd rather read a novel. But maybe it'll be great. Maybe it's great, and I just, you know, I haven't read it, so I'm judging without knowing what the hell I'm talking about. So that's what I got so far. Still haven't put together the Savage Dragon video that I mentioned, pretty much because something else happened, which is I have a shipment of custom books arriving soon, and I'll really want to show off those. So I'll wait on the Savage Dragon stuff for the new customs, and we'll move on from there. Okay. You know what? The texture on this feels great. So if I mentioned the texture before, lovely. Okay, that's it.